Hey guys, Jumping Star back here again. Playing a bit of mid lane the last couple of weeks. Veigar has been the other champion I've been playing. So I played a bit of Kassadin, and when I couldn't get Kassadin because someone else was banned it or something, I was just playing a bit of Veigar. I think this account possibly didn't have Kassadin when I was playing this. Playing with a couple of friends. Odan57X. He's a streamer, Australian guy, and it's one of my IRL friends. And this is one of his friends that watches the stream. This guy's a bit of a troll, to be honest. You'll see a bit of that later in the game, I'm sure. Anyway, so I'm playing Veigar mid against Katarina. I played another game of this more recently. Same matchup, and I found it incredibly difficult to be Veigar, to be honest. This game I'm playing against a much worse Katarina, which is nice. So I don't get punished harshly in the early game. So I'm actually doing a bit of harassing and stuff in this lane because she's giving me a lot of space. I'm just trying to get my passive built up. So for Veigar, his Q, it's just a straight line skill shot. It'll hit two targets. So you'll see me lining up a minion and then her, or two minions in a row. So see, I'll probably try and do this one. Oh. Anyway, so it'll go through the first object you hit. See, so they're right there. I last hit a minion and I hit her. When Veigar hits things with his, so when killing a unit with this, he gets a stack. Large minions and monsters get two. So when you hit stuff with your Q, he gets permanent ability power. So he's kind of like Nasus, I guess, in that he stacks up free damage. Only with Veigar, it's even better because you just get ability power. You don't get just on one ability; it's on everything. So he's an amazingly good scaling champion. So you'll see, I'm probably not very strong in the beginning of the game. He's definitely a later game carry. I'm not sure why Trinamir backed off there, and she was always just going to end up coming back down in the same spot, but whatever. So we have an Akali jungle who gets executed a couple of times, which is kind of funny. And I think, she struggles a bit early on, but then just does Akali things and kind of recovers, so it's all good. So a lot of fighting in the river. Trinity is coming down. She has Ignite and not Flash, which is kind of amusing. I suspected she'd feed really hard because of it, because I think Flash is pretty essential on most things. This is kind of interesting. So I've also been playing a lot of Shaco top again. I just go through phases of it. This person's obviously having their own fun with it at the moment. Akali just walks into a box, gets feared and dies. So Shaco gets a double kill after DCing at like 30 seconds into the game. Pretty funny. Trinamir should just smash this lane incredibly hard. The only time Trinamir loses if he just spins into Shaco constantly and tries to all-in him when there are boxes set up behind. Otherwise, like, Trinamir just outscales and he's just a better champion in general, I feel. Anyway, back to my lane. So I'm actually CSing quite poorly. I've been going for too much harass, and I've been trying to stack up my passive, so you'll see I'm very low on mana because I've been using my Q to last hit things to try and get free ability power. So I got 21 so far, which is pretty good. But I'm also missing a little bit of CS because of it, so that probably balances out there. If you see, I'll wait till I get an amp tome and I'll just compare the gold value versus the how much AP is kind of actually worth. So you'll see, you'll get to see how much gold worth of AP I guess I have for free from my passive at various stages in the game. A lot of Veigar players end up with over 1,000 ability power total, so they usually end up with 200 to 300 minimum bonus ability power from their passive, which is very, very strong. Veigar is very capable of one-shotting people by just pressing R on them. I'll go through Veigar's abilities in case you haven't played him. So Q is just the straight line skill shot. It'll hit the first 2 targets it comes into contact with. If it kills them, it'll give you ability power as per your passive, as we discussed earlier. I max that first. The cooldown goes down and the damage goes up. It's quite nice. His W, you'll see you drop it on a location, it'll wait for a second and a half and then it'll hit. It does quite a lot of damage, but because it's got such a long delay on it, people have a lot of time to get out of the way. So every 50 stacks of your passive reduces the cooldown by 10%, so that's pretty insane. So the passive the cooldown on your W actually gets very low, and it's really amazing for team fighting because people tend to group up and clump on each other, and they don't really notice, especially when you're spamming it because there's so much going on. So you end up getting a lot of free damage. So you'll see that my Q does 212 damage, whereas this thing already does 204. So it does an extra, 60 damage or something, and it's on a pretty low cooldown. I've decided to roam up to gank Shaco. I get his ultimate and I just kind of think, well, that's enough. I'm not really going to do much else. He's already seen me, so I'm going to leave. I figured I'd just help Trinamir out because he's struggling quite a lot. He has the same CS as me, which is bad because mine's terrible. Yeah, so I kind of just spend most of my time roaming this game, actually. It's just quite interesting. I'm not usually a big roamer when it comes to mid lane. I usually just sit in lane and farm as much as possible because I generally play pretty good scaling champions, or I play Annie, so I just burst my opponent and then sit in lane and push towers. So Cat's a bit ahead in CS now, mostly because I've been trying to stack passive and stuff like that. So I've got 34 free ability power now, which is not too bad. So I pretty much got, see, I just got executed to blue buff. So I've got as much ability power for free from my passive as I have from my Lost Chapter. It's 40 AP from this, and I've already got, pretty much 40 free ability power from that. So it is actually worth quite a lot, and it's very valuable later in the game, especially when you get like a death cap or something and you start multiplying it. I'm not really sure what these guys are doing. She ignites me, polymorphs me. I just barrier to get away from the damage, and I see her coming, so I have to flash. She tries to cocoon me over the wall. Not really sure what that was about. My bot lane finally responds, but it's like way too late. Akali's coming in, so I actually blast cone back over. Twitch is sitting in the brush. I get a Q off. Akali ignites to finish off the kill there. I just leave this because I can see that they're too low and they shouldn't be fighting it, so I don't really want to encourage them to do that by staying around as well. Akali just dies because she's positioned poorly and she doesn't have flash. Anyway, so I got a kill out of that, so I'm pretty happy with that roam. I didn't lose much. She got another couple of CS on me. But she's not getting any kills, which is where she gets a lot of her gold from, I find. The really good the really good Katarina player I played yesterday or today was actually just roaming and getting kills all over the map, and she just stomped people. Still managed to recover and one-shotted her a bunch of times, but it was certainly way scarier. So you can see she tried to dive me. I'll just jump back so I can show you what happened instead of talking over it. So I'm half health here, and she's got ignite up, and she's got a Hextech revolver, and I walk up a little bit too close. She cancelled her ult. I feel like she probably could have just channeled that for a bit longer and killed me, and then maybe got the reset on her E and jumped out. But as I say, I think she's probably not very good at Katarina. Like no BM intended, but she probably just doesn't know when to do different things. I played a little bit of Katarina a year or two ago and kind of got a decent idea of when to do what. And I think she just needed to wait. So Trinamir finally got a kill against Shaco, which is what should be happening. I expect him to either out-farm Shaco or just steamroll him. So he's finally catching up on CS, but he is down KDA wise. But it's okay. I think Tsunami is a much better champion for the late game than Shaco is, provided your team doesn't just not look at the map or anything and he just one-shots people. But he's going very tanky, which is kind of crazy. He's got a Barney Cinder, which tells me he's going for a Cinder Hop. Oh, Sunfire Kit, I should say, sorry. So I'm just looking around for stuff to do, really. She's pushed in, she's a little bit low, but I'm kind of wary about ganks. I know that Elise has had control of the top half of the map for a while because Shaco's been winning. And our Akali's been getting executed to jungle camps. So bot lane gets a nice couple of kills there, which is good. Nearly gets killed by a tower. So they're pushing that. I see these two top, so I know it's 1v1. Sorry, I got a pretty good combo on her there. I think I actually ult a little bit early here. So my ult's up. So I see the cannon minion is kind of low, so I put this down. She gets stunned by it. W on top. I think, did I actually use my ult? I must have. Yeah, I think I just used it. So my ult and Q damage nearly killed her alone. It's kind of nice. Force her back. I get to just stack up a bit here on the remaining minions. Clear them away. Might try and get a bit of tower plate damage here. So Elise spider form start. I'm not really sure about that. So she goes back to human form. She gets the cocoon on me. So I put the cage on top of myself immediately. She gets stunned by it. She should just left it. She could have repelled over, actually, I think. Unless she used it to engage. I don't think so. She could have probably just repelled over the thing there. That was pretty bad of her. So I'm kind of trying to... If I can hit her with a W, she's going to die. So, flash... Yeah, I had to barrier just in case. So that was kind of funny. She flash E ulted on top of me, so I used my stopwatch. This spiderling was going to kill me anyway, so I went back to try and get some damage in to return the kill. She repelled at a nice time. Unfortunately, my team wasn't in any kind of position to clean up the kill, which is sad. And then my support tries to 1v2 and gets herself killed, which is sad. Yeah. I don't know why you rush cooldown boots. That seems very strange. I'm not sure why having boots is better. Anyway. So, nearly made it a nice couple of outplays there mid. But I'm doing alright. Got 2 kills. Got a bunch of stacks of passive free AP. So I'm up to 83. So that's quite a lot. So is that... Yeah, that's like two blasting ones worth of AP. So that's quite a lot. And that's just for free. So that's really nice. So Cat's on half health here. I'll be looking to just try and one-shot her if she pops back into lane. Blue team's a bit pissed off that their bot lane's losing towers and stuff. Yeah, trying to catch Katarina out. Actually, I hit her with the W here, and then I know that I can just kill her with my ult, so I just flash ult her. So your ult is just a point and click ability. It doesn't have any skill shot at all. It's just literally just, yep, flashed over. Cool. Here with the W, Tsunami is coming back in. I'm not really keen to fight because I'm a bit low. Yeah, so Veigar's ultimate, it's literally just point and click. You see this like blue ball fly over to them, and it deals more damage the lower health they are. So you can see at the moment it does, what, 360 to 720 base, and then it increases based on the missing health. So it's really nice. Okay, so here's what I'm talking about when I was saying that the support player is trolling. So these guys are actually on comms. So these two guys, they're a duo, and we're all in Discord together. He's doing scuttle, and he gets attacked by these guys. I'm up here. I'm further away than this guy. He's just dancing in mid lane, doing nothing. I actually walk down, the jungler responds, and I respond. He's just dancing in mid lane. He's doing nothing. He's in comms. We're like, hey, they're fighting us in the river. And he's just like, oh, I'm just dancing in mid. Oh, I'm the new champion. She's so cute. Anyway, that's my rant for this game. I hate people who troll. Like, even in just, like, fun games, it just pisses me off when they do that sort of stuff. Because, like, you wanna play the new champion, you wanna show us how good you are on it, cool, come and actually do stuff, rather than just spamming emotes or sitting in mid dancing. It's not very helpful. So Akali should probably be helping him with this. This is kind of awkward because I've backed and gone top, so I can't do much, and I'm the strong one, I guess, at the moment. Yeah, okay, they get that. I'm just clearing top. Akali probably shouldn't have gone back in there, to be honest. But I think she's just thinking that she's a Kali, so she could make out plays, but probably not as experienced as she should be, or she needs to be to make those outplays. Anyway, I'm going to rotate back mid because I assumed that my team was going to back or die. These guys overextend. I don't know if she turned back into that, but anyway, that was my ult there. That was a W dropping down, followed by a Q, which nearly killed her, and then my ult last hit her. This guy's, yeah, I don't understand. He was backing a really obvious spot, and you see me walking down here, like he was deep in the shop. That's the only thing I can see him. So again, not the greatest plays in this game, unfortunately, making some very simple mistakes, but I'm happily 6 kills now because of that, so quite fine with it. So I'm now at 134 AP, so that's almost a death cap worth, I believe. So that's that's like thousands of gold worth now, so I'm really, really strong. So I went Luden's first. This is a very common item, just adds a bit of extra burst, some mana, blah, blah, blah. These guys overextended, no vision. I put my cage down to stop them from walking out this way. Trinity is behind. I'm going to go kill this Katarina. Cage over here. Yeah, ult. Boop. Dead. Cool. Somehow Elise gets out here. I don't understand that, but that was the thing that happened. Shaker's 1v1ing a tower, and then they surrender. Anyway, yeah, I was really far ahead, so I was looking forward to one-shotting some people that game, but unfortunately the surrender back came through first, but that's it's not always an awful thing. Alright, thanks for watching. I will see you again next time. Any questions, chuck them in the comments. Bye.